Hey there, welcome back and thanks for joining me. All my supplies and equipment are downstairs. Oh my word. No, they are down in the description box. Well, they're downstairs too technically, but not listed. So anyway, oh good grief. You know, it's not good when they start out like this. So if you want to see some more bloopers, that's what I ought to just name this. Hit that subscribe button. If you want to see videos when they come out, hit that notification bell. Oh my word. Anyhow, I am taping off the back of this piece of wood. This was gifted to me by Stevie, who has Built by Stevie. She is a carpenter. Her pun, not mine. So yeah, I wanted to see some of her scraps, and she handed me this, and I just, geez, I've taken pictures on it, which I thought about keeping it just for pictures, but I have an idea, and it's an idea I want to do with some alcohol paints, inks, and, you know, if it's not laughable, I'm going to give this to her. I think, I hope. It's not laughable. I really hope it's not laughable. But, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So, I want it to look nice. And so I'm taping off the back. I've just recently started doing that with my canvases. I'm not sure why, because nobody sees the back, but... So anyway, I thought this would be good. If it turns out like it does in my head, then, oh my gosh, it's going to be gorgeous. But, you know, that's rare. All right, so my back is done. I'm going to have to figure out how to X-Acto knife it. I don't know. Do that. All right. Yeah, that works. This is going to take a minute. All right, resin, part A. I have no idea what this is going to take, so I'm going to mix up 30 mLs of part A, 30 mLs of part B. And if I have left over, I do have a couple of things that I can epoxy. This is the KS resin. Get where I can see. And I interchange epoxy and resin words all the time, so just know what I'm talking about. You want to get, oh, crap. Yikes. All right. Whew. Okay, you want to get as exact as you can to have an equal parts. If you don't, or you don't get it mixed up well, it will leave a tacky, sticky section, or wherever it's not mixed up well and you put it on your product, it will never dry. It'll be tacky. And that's a pain in the rear end to try to fix. So I've done it. I don't want to do it, but I can. But it's that much more time that's taken away from something else. Okay, I got these little guys. Never tried one. So while I'm doing new stuff, let's go for it. So I'm gonna pour this in here. If I'm mixing up 30 or less, I will just do it in these little cups. But anything more than that, of course, I have to transfer it to a different glass or cup or container. Now, because that's only had the one in it, that will never dry. So it's a tosser. If I had mixed in this, then that would have dried on the sides, and I can use this for acrylic paint or something like that. So I do reuse them once the epoxy dries. But just it by itself, it won't dry. I reuse as much as I can. I don't like spending the money on stuff that I throw away. Now I'm going to have to be real careful that this that I've raked over here gets mixed. And it's got measuring stuff on it too, but I just soon do it the other way. All right, 3 minutes. I won't make you sit through this. 3 minutes for this to mix it up. While you're doing this, you want to scrape the sides, fold it back in, work that bottom around. You just want to get everywhere, and I'm guessing in 3 minutes you're going to be able to do that. And just a little trick, if you got a big container, go ahead and get a big stick. That little thing would have worked me to death. Works great on small, but something this size, I'm gonna go with the big guy. right, let's go for this. I'm hoping this will do a good base for my alcohol inks so that they will move like they're supposed to. And that's just kind of heated up where it'll glide easy and hopefully make things a tad easier. I forget what kind of wood this is. I'm wanting the natural to come out in it, so I didn't stain it or anything. Yep, I'm gonna have to get my hands in here. I was trying not to, but all right. And I'm going to do, remember my cross? I don't have it up here. I have it downstairs. Where I just did the wispy, blowing it around, drying it, alcohol, ink, and stuff. And I'm very distracted. I have a fly. This is the size of a small airplane, and it's driving me crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna do that background. I'm gonna do it in green. I started doing it in brown. I thought, it may clash. Green may or may, I don't know what I'm doing. I've not done this before. This is truly just a jump in here. Let's see what it does. I'm still gonna do green in case it pulls some green and you see some green. I'm using moss. Okay, so I did this tile. Now this is one to see how my alcohol inks do in epoxy while it's still wet for tumblers. This is a white background. See, it shows up just dark here and here, but on the white, this is not white, so it won't be green. But I don't really want to do a black, and I don't want to do maybe a different, I don't want to do one of these greens. So I'm doing this one. I'm making a call and doing it. So I hope it turns out. I'd hate to ditch this piece of wood, but the worst thing I would do on it is pour acrylic and use it I don't know, spin. I don't know. Oh gosh, I hope this works out. So, all right, I'm just gonna go for it. Let's do it. Let's quit yapping and do it. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna drop my egg in here. That's not half bad. All right. Yeah. That's better than I thought. Okay. I am not sure. I like it, but I don't know. I don't know. I want the wood in there. I want, you know what, just keep going. You don't like, again, you don't like it, I'll do something else. All right, let me get my, I'm going to use my liquid acrylics. I have black. It's not a dark brown. That's a gray. I think I'd like that over white. Well, it's kind of white. White. I want it off a little bit. To where, if anything's ever decided on later, then the verse can go right here if we want it. That's what I want. Okay. Ronnie. And then this gray is Amsterdam. Bombay ink. Okay, so I've got the Amsterdam warm gray. Okay, so I had to let this dry. It just got a little wet. All right, I'm gonna pour up my inks again. Okay. So I've got my dark in, and now I need to put my medium in and just start working from there. So I'm going to do this, get my card kind of all covered on that one edge. just doing the middle area. I've got my dark over here and I want to keep it like that. So I'm kind of doing this middle part. There's no reason to go all the way over here because I'm just going to do some lighter pieces there anyway. And I want to be sure and carry this color all the way to the end. I have a door closed. Oh my word. He is so worried that this door is closed now. Alright. I'm liking this turning thing. I don't know that I'll paint on it, but I like it. Ink on my hands. Alright. I'm going to drop down to this little bit lighter color. I may put some brown with it because I don't want it quite this light. I go through here, add some. Now I'm going to go a little bit past halfway toward my light. Okay. I'm kind of putting some white with this beige. I'm wanting to get our color shifting until there's a brighter light color. And I'm doing it almost totally on the end. All right, so some of this kind of, not really that, I don't know. There's a lighter color I'm wanting to get over in here. Not that. Barely a little bit lighter. I definitely want a dark line, but you know, it's rounded, so you're still going to see a little bit here and there. So just play with your colors. At this point, it's hard to tell exactly what you might need to do. Tell you, my animals tonight have just wore me out. And if you go over this a number of times, that's going to be perfectly fine, because that is actually what's giving it its coolness. It's texture. Because with each layer, it's not as solid because of the bumpy layers that are underneath it. And you're going to get to a point where you're like, that's it, I'm stopping. Look at this turntable idea. I've seen people do it. Maybe it was just this painting that I like it. All right, so it's coming around. I have to admit, I went and ate a sandwich for dinner. Got a little frustrated. It wasn't coming together as nicely as I wanted. I took a break, and now it's doing pretty good. So walk away if just walk away if it's frustrating you, because that's kind of, it's hard to do. Trying to find the time to paint, and then when you finally get there, it's like hurry up, paint. Something's going to happen. You're going to have to tend to. All right, so that I just did is going to have to dry. It's just, I think at this point, too wet. It's not too bad, but it's still not doing like the other. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing over here. Sorry if you can't. Now I'm mixing black and brown because I really want, I don't want black, but I want some really dark. And I know I keep going over this, but it's just the layering that really makes it rugged and makes people want to touch it just to see, is it real wood? So I sort of want that thicker, but do I even? Whew, take a chance. I do. and I messed up and look, I went over, but you know, I'm going to use that. I'm just going to trail it off like it's broken badly. Okay, I'm going to get back in my brown. And let me let you see this. I'm gonna brighten my camera up a little bit. In the camera, that seems really light. The pole does. I may need some more dark in it. But looking at it, okay, looking at it a little darker. So, I don't know. What do you think? I really don't know. I think I like it. Tomorrow I'll walk in and either love it or hate it. But I think I like it. These are the ones that I will end up loving. And I do like that. Yep, I like it. I'm looking at it through my camera so I can see it like it's on the, you know, distance from me. All right, y'all go have fun. Okay, I've come back to this. I think it's dark. I've already lightened it a little bit over here. I want to show you how I do this because you never know. This is dark. This is dark. That's kind of dark, but I'm going to work on this section right here. So I'm going to put some alcohol straight on that. Then I'm going to do this and lift it up. Look at that. This epoxy is unreal. Love it. Love it. So I'm going to take my dryer. I'm going to reactivate some of this and pull it over. So I'm going to get that, maybe a little bit there. I want to get up to it, even though it's not going to bother it if I run this over that acrylic. I don't want to take a chance. So I'm kind of being a little easy. See, I ran it over. It's not a big deal. Okay, I'm out. So let me find it. All right, here we go. I don't keep a lot in this at a time. Like it's shooting out on me. Okay, I kind of need something there, but I'm not going to really get that right now. I'm going to work on this. I'll blow some over there, so it'll be good. All right. Kind of funny, until this dries, this looks like black, and I'm like flipped out the first time I used it, because I thought I am in such trouble. But it dries green, so I'm happy. Okay, I think I like that better. I think I like that better. Look at this. Yeah. We'll take pictures and we'll compare the two and see what we come up with. All right, thanks for hanging with me. You never know how many takes I'll do on this stuff. All right, y'all go have fun. So if you're wondering if I'm going to give this away, yes, I am.